What's up, guys? Lawn Chaser here. I want to talk a little bit about this whole gun ban issue that's going on. Okay? Ever since the Orlando shooting happened, 50 people have died in that shooting, and 53 others they were injured. It's been rated one of the worst mass shootings that has happened in the U.S. It was a terrible situation, and my heart really goes out for those people. But, however, let's look at the area that the shooting had happened in. And let's look at all these other areas where all these mass shootings have happened. Okay? Why do I say that? Okay. President Obama wants to ban all these assault weapons that all these mass murderers are using. Okay, let me ask you this. How is banning the assault weapon going to change anything? The only thing that's going to change is the way us law-abiding citizens are going to be able to defend ourselves. If all these weapons are banned, the only thing it's going to do is take away our rights to defend ourselves. It's not going to do anything for a criminal. It's just going to make them stronger. Why do I say that? The criminal doesn't give a crap whether if it's illegal to own a firearm or not. Look at the Columbine shooting. The two kids that broke into Columbine High School in 1999. They shot and killed a lot of people with the same weapons that were listed on Bill Clinton's assault weapons ban. If a criminal is able to get his hands on the assault weapons that are banned, then that just goes to show you that it does not make any sense to ban the weapons. You got to get with what's up here. Okay? Now, another thing that people use. People don't just use guns. They also use knives. They use cars. Tim McVeigh used fertilizer and diesel fuel to kill over 400 people in the Oklahoma City bombing. But you know what we use fertilizer for? We use it to grow our grass. We use it to grow our crops. And we also use our diesel fuel to fuel up our trains and our trucks, depending on if you run a diesel-powered vehicle. And the biggest benefit about diesel engines is the torque. The torque allows those engines to pull. Those engines, you can pull anything behind your vehicle and it will not fluctuate the gas. The gas mileage will still stay the same as if it were if it were not pulling anything. So should we ban diesel fuel? No. So why are we banning all these assault weapons? Why? If the criminal is going to get their hands on them, then why would it make sense to ban them? Because the only thing that it's doing is keeping us law-abiding citizens from being able to defend ourselves. Okay? Some people may say, they're just talking about with all these AK-47s or AR-15s. That's where it's going to start. and then it's going to continue on from there. Okay? If it were to even start like that. Now, another thing. The whole idea of banning the gun is completely, it's stupid. You don't get fat because of the spoon. You get fat because you like to eat. That's how I've gained weight. Now, so therefore, why are we banning the guns when the problem is not even the gun? The problem is the person that's using it. Okay? All these mass shootings, they've happened in areas where guns were not allowed in the first place. Okay? Look at the Aurora, Colorado shooting that happened at that movie theater in 2012. That very same theater that the shooting happened did not allow people to carry a concealed weapon into that environment. Sandy Hook, again, was a gun-free environment. Did not allow it. The shooting that happened earlier this year in Oregon, at that college, where that kid came in and shot a lot of people and then shot himself, that was a gun-free zone too. There was not an active NRA member at that college because there couldn't be, because the facilities did not allow guns. So maybe we need to start looking at the real problem, gun-free zones. Because as long as there's gun-free zones, there's going to be people that are going to obey the law by not carrying a gun into those areas. And those are the people that are going to be put in the most danger. Because they leave themselves vulnerable because they have no way to be able to defend themselves in the case of an attack. Now, that shooting that happened in Orlando, Florida last weekend, I believe it was last weekend. I think it was. Not this past, but last weekend. I can almost guarantee you that was a gun-free zone. I don't know for sure what if it was or not, but nobody else there was armed. The only one that was armed was the criminal, and he's one that killed just about everybody. If you saw me carrying a gun, you would feel safe around me. Because I'm not a murderer. I don't go around killing people. But I am a guy who's going to save lives. And if I have to take out the criminal, I'm going to do so. Because I'm going to keep him from being able to take out anyone else. Will I be more likely to get shot? Yeah, probably. But when you look at it this way, okay, you got one criminal and one law-abiding citizen that has a concealed weapon. And only 2 people die. And those 2 people are either the criminal and the guy that and the guy that made the attempt to shoot the criminal. Or you got the criminal that is armed and nobody else, and then everyone else dies. You gotta think about that. What good is it going to do to ban the assault weapons? What we need to do is get rid of these gun-free zones, because the only thing that these gun-free zones are doing is they are restricting law-abiding citizens to be able to carry a firearm that they can use to be able to defend themselves. That's the one thing, that's the main thing we need to focus on getting rid of, gun-free zones. Make it legal to carry. If you are mentally stable enough to own a firearm, you should have the right to be able to carry it wherever you go. That's just my thoughts. Rate, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a nice day.